Alright, so this is going to be the next video on function evaluation, and this next problem is going to be finding what g of a plus 1 is. Okay, now so we have our two functions defined right here, the blue and the green. G of x is equal to the square root of x. So we're going to be using this g right here because it's defined as g, only this time the input is going to be a plus 1 instead of x. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing this x with an a plus 1. So in this right here, it's square root of x. It's going to be equal to, all you would have to do is replace that x with a plus 1. So you do the square root of a plus 1, similar to that. Okay, now let's say that the problem was asking for instead something like f of a plus 1. For this, now we would have to use this blue function up here, f of x, because this function right here that we're trying to evaluate is defined as f. So this time we're going to replace all the x's from f with a plus 1. And again, it's really important that you put the a plus 1 or whatever you substitute in parentheses. It'll help you out greatly, especially in terms of distributing and keeping the signs of things. Okay, so we have x squared, so that would just be simply a plus 1 quantity squared, again put it in parentheses, minus 2x, so it's going to be minus 2, again in parentheses, a plus 1, plus 3, so you would just write a plus 3 like that. Now this is not simplified all the way as it is, so I'm just going to quickly simplify this here. So a plus 1 squared would be a squared plus 2a plus 1 minus, so it's minus this 2a plus 1. So I'm going to distribute that out. So it'd be negative 2a and then minus 2 plus 3. Because again, I distributed the negative 2 into the a, and then I distributed the negative 2 into the 1 to get that. Okay, now I have some like terms here that I'm gonna combine. There is nothing similar to the a squared here, so I'm just going to write an a squared. I'm going to put a line through it just because I dealt with it. I don't want to double count it or anything like that. This 2a and this 2a right here are actually going to cancel. So 2a minus 2a is going to cancel right here. Okay, then 1 minus 2 is going to be negative 1 plus 3. So negative 1 plus 3 is going to be positive 2, and you end up with the answer of a squared plus 2 is your answer for f of a plus 1. Okay, so our g of a plus 1 is there, and our f of a plus 1 is right here. So if you have questions about anything in this video, let me know.